For days now, the Sudanese military and a powerful paramilitary group have battled for control of the country, an indication they were unwilling to end hostilities despite mounting diplomatic pressure to cease fire.
I speak to you today as our country faces the danger of separation, and I say to you that when a bullet is fired from a weapon, it cannot tell the difference between the attacker and those being attacked, and the victims are the Sudanese people. My first message is to General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and the leaders of the Sudanese military, and to Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo and the leaders of the Rapid Support Forces. The exchange of fire must stop immediately.
Heavy fighting involving armored vehicles, truck mounted machine guns, and warplanes raged the capital of Khartoum, the adjoining city of Omdurman, and in flashpoints across the country. The rival forces are believed to have tens of thousands of fighters each in the capital alone. The fight has left at least 180 civilians dead and hundreds more wounded. The current crisis has dashed hopes of a civilian led democratically elected government, a key demand of protesters who led Sudan's mass mobilizations in 2019 and sparked fears of a civil war. What should be the priority right now is a ceasefire, says Sudanese activist Marine Al-Nil.
And I think what matters right now is a ceasefire on the ground. It does not matter if we're talking about whether they're going to go back to negotiations. I think there's a lot of talk in the international media and focus on the framework agreement. Honestly, when we hear that on the news, it just seems like our lives are irrelevant. Why are we focusing on an agreement that led us to the war when what should be the priority right now is a ceasefire, opening safe routes for people to be able to flee these active conflict zones right now.
With the current crisis in Sudan, extremists who are already using the country as a transit zone may take advantage of the situation to create a safe haven for planning attacks or combat. This would not only be bad for Africa, but a disaster for the Gulf nations if the situation is not nipped in the bud.